Your body is crazy. And everyone's just putting images of whatever the hell on there. Is that what he said? Holy shit, your tits are poggers. Yeah, I don't think he said that. I feel like if he was just chill and didn't act like a 13-year-old boy, like talking to a girl for the first time, like he could have kept being a shitty scumbag to his wife. But like that's so cringe, it has to go out in the open. You know. God damn. That is like some next level cringe. I read some of them. I don't know the whole logs, but would talk too. Yeah, but that's Twitch chat. That's... You can't compare. The contrast is too great. That body of yours is absurd. Oh, man. I'm pretty resistant to, like, cringing. But his DMs, that is, go read those. And then that's what you shouldn't do. The only reason that might have worked, because, you know, he's Adam Levine. I'm not saying that that's entirely the reason, because, you know, he's... But, yeah, holy shit. Yeah, say something more along the lines of, hello, milady. Your body is stupendous. Would thou, lady, mind copulation? Something like that. Tips Fedora. Walks away, turns, smirks. We would have had a great time if you weren't such a bitch. Smiles again, sheaths katana, disappears into a puff of smoke. Until next time. You know, that's like that's the nice guy subreddit shit. Kronk, you sick fuck. Shut up, dude. This is just too far, man. Stop. First of all, a neckbeard nice guy would never say that because that's an unknown. It's like a ghost, you know. Does it exist? I don't believe in ghosts, says the neckbeard, right? Saying she was manipulated into cheating with a married man. She probably outed him because she wasn't getting enough attention with her Instagram modeling. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's a cynical thought, but it could be true. No. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this very clearly. I think that to get with a married man is far less worse than the man to get with a woman or to cheat on his wife. Much worse. Because explain? Do I actually have to explain this? Because generally, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, let's say there's a man and a woman, married man. That man is gonna say, my marriage is shitty, I just can't get out of the marriage, like, it's just gonna take time, but I love you, like, I wanna be with you. That's what's said the majority of the time, right, if someone's gonna be cheating. And they go, okay, well, I have feelings for you too, like, this is really hard for me. Like, you're telling me that these, you know, these things are gonna happen, like, there's obviously, it's not gonna work. To say that that woman is just as guilty as him is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, sometimes I'm blown away by people's opinions in here. Because I didn't think this would actually be a thing that people disagree with. What if they're both married? Then they're both equally pieces of shit. Like, that's simple as. Like, they're both cheating on their spouses. That's it. She wasn't married, though. Correct? Yeah, no, they're both fucking in the wrong. No, listen, motherfuckers. Listen. What I explained to you is gonna happen the majority of the time. Literally, oh, I'm not happy in my marriage. I'm not happy in my marriage. It's not gonna work out. I have feelings for you. Let's continue this. And then literally it could just go, okay, which still it's not her fault. It doesn't fucking, Carl, just because someone might be slightly wrong, that doesn't mean that he is as wrong as she is. Like, do you think that they're both equally wrong? Both of them. Do you think that the woman, you think they're equally wrong? Holy shit, how do I even deal with this? How do I deal with someone like this? This is a crazy, I've never heard this, actually. I've never actually heard someone say this. I need to like come up with some sort of, holy shit. I'm actually a little bit lost for words in this situation right now. Because I'm trying to figure out the underlying reasons to think that way. And is it like misogyny? Is it like woman hating? Or is it just a seriously weird, skewed misconception of a marriage, or how like these things could pan out? So like I need to like understand that before I can even break this down, because holy shit, it's actually a little bit wild. Maybe religious, perhaps. Man, I don't know. Jesus. That's my only assumption, but I can't actually say for certain, right? Because I think you severely underestimate how someone on the other side can manipulate the cheater into doing it. More bugs. So you're coming at this with the instant assumption that the person that is married is being manipulated into cheating. You need to like seriously, that's so many steps removed. I don't know how you get to that point, and then that's the general assumption. I don't know how you start with that assumption. How do you start with the assumption that they're being manipulated? That the person that is married is saying, I don't respect my spouse enough to where I am going to even put myself in this position. First of all, Adam Levine fucking sent the most cringy messages saying, holy fucking fuck, your body is absurd. Is that being manipulated? Yeah, he was manipulated. Okay, that's what the general conversation was. And then we're kind of basing it around that. Nonetheless, still, even without that. Like, I wonder if this was like if it was a woman that was married cheating on a man, would these individuals feel the same way? And they can't answer right now because they will answer in whatever way fits their narrative. So I can't even take an answer seriously. You know, but I'm willing to bet that their perspective would be different if the woman was married cheating on her husband, because then she would more than likely be the one manipulating him. I honestly think that individuals would say, well, she manipulated him because women are manipulative. I'm willing to bet that that's how it would go on the other side. And if that's how it would go, don't even answer, because I don't think you're gonna be honest. People thinking that it's 50-50, they're both bad. Think about that in your own mind. Forget the E-famous, David. Forget the E-fame. We're talking about cheating. There's no throwing under the bus. It's someone that was married that took vows. Versus, because generally, like I was saying, I don't know if you just came in here. Like I was saying, in a lot of those cases, it's literally the married individual going, I'm not happy, to the unmarried one, and then making promises they can't keep. Yeah, I don't think that. I absolutely do not think that. Because, like I just explained, you know, it's generally people are like a little bit more like, oh, you're married, like that's, and then what happens is, yeah, I'm just not happy. I'm not happy in my marriage. Oh, you're not? Oh, I have feelings for you, so this is really hard for me. Yeah, well, let's just see where this goes. I'm gonna be divorcing my significant other. It's okay. Are you sure? Like, you know, that's the type of shit that happens. Yeah, but you're also, when you say this, like, you think they're both guilty, you're assuming that, like, his vows mean nothing to him. And, like, he has zero respect for his wife. She didn't take any vows. He did. So is he that fucking incapable or incompetent? Like, how much of a fucking ape is he to where he can't even respect his wife? He's the one that has respect for his wife and should. He took vows. She didn't. So why is that on the other person? Of course he does. He's the one that's married. She didn't take any vows. He did. Why in the fuck would she be as responsible for his marriage? That's the problem that I have. If you're not happy, then leave the marriage. Be a fucking man, you know? Like, that's some bitch shit. It's not her fault. That's just some bitch shit. Someone hurt me? Yo, I'm literally in defense of... No, what... If you're talking to me, like, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying completely. Is going to be able to just reject all the million of women that throw themselves at the men. What? Wait, you have millions of women that throw themselves at you? Holy shit, this motherfucking player. Woo! Millions, he says. I assume he's talking about famous individuals, but... You're talking about rich men? Well, then that's on them. They shouldn't have gotten married in the first place if they can't handle being faithful to their wives that they took vows to. They shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. They literally took vows to somebody else, and they're just disrespecting those wishes. That's on them. If they're that weak of a person and that they don't have the mental capability of self-control, that's on them. That's not on anybody else. What are you gonna say? Well, there were so many women throwing themselves at him. It's hard, you know? Then don't get married if it's difficult for you. Get a divorce and just fuck whoever you want, right? I blame chat. Okay, you're making another assumption, Ryu. You're making another assumption. Stop making assumptions to try to make it okay. Yeah, exactly. It's 2022. There are people that want multiple partners as well. That's fine. Anyways, that was the longest rant I've had on a decent paced run.